and she's not. She had like a, oh gosh, like a British accent.
Thing, yeah.
Even though they were in France, that didn't really make sense. But I guess in the original movie, Belle didn't have an accent either. But that's it. I guess it doesn't really matter. But anyways, moving on to. Oh, this is what Alex was talking about during the beginning of the stream, where you guys could hear him. But they took down the Scrims from Disneyland, and the Main Street Cinema looks pretty nifty, you guys. Look how wonderful the brickwork is. Gosh, it makes me want to sit down there and watch a movie inside.
Yeah, I saw it today at Disneyland, and wow! I mean, if you look at the bricks, it's just some of those bricks are a nice burgundy color. The dark color trim around the top of the building, it just looks really. It looks so different now from the rest of the buildings on Main Street, but in a good way. You know, some of the buildings, they kind of almost melt together because they have the same color schemes or close to it. But this one really pops now, and it's just like, yeah, it looks amazing.
Not to mention, I'm gonna jump in here a little bit. Some of the Main Street buildings, over the years, it looks like if you touch them, it'll be like plastic or wood or whatever, plastic or like fiberglass. It doesn't feel real. But you look at this, I feel like if I walk up the bricks and touch it, even though I know it's not real brick, it looks like if I touch it, it'll be real brick. So it looks really, really realistic now. I do like it.
Yeah, I was actually just about to say, I wonder if this is real brick or not, because it's hard to tell from just these couple pictures.
Most likely not. Most likely
no, you know what it is they use it's real brick, but it's not constructed use a brick as basically they take these little thin squares of brick, and they're really thin, and they just paste them onto the outside of the building.
It's so how, yeah. It's how
yeah,
all the
and
the
so
Matt, Mike.
Yeah.
Oh, that's outside my house. Never mind. I thought that was your sister. I'm kidding.
Oh no. No.
Outside my house. I'm sorry.
My door is locked. I would have been very creeped out if it was my sister in my room. But yeah, it does look nice. I love the way this looks. Maybe they'll update some of the other buildings to look this nice. I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's kind of no fun. It's not real. I mean, it's not like real, actually made of bricks. So that kind of killed my vibe. But I guess it still looks really pretty.
Sorry.
You know,
that's how they keep down prices. It's really impressive. They had that, and the Blue Sky Cellar. They actually had back in 2013, I think. They actually showed how they built it, and it's like literally half an inch. It's half an inch. The Fantasyland where the wood is, it's like a quarter of an inch wood, a quarter of an inch, and like an inch of steel, and that's it. It's just like literally half an inch of stuff, and everything behind there is just empty. It's really smart how they do it.
Yeah, yeah, I agree. Like if you look like any wood beams that you see in the park, like whether it's at the Jungle Cruise building or if it's in Fantasyland, if it looks like it's made of real wood, it usually is.
Did he say wood beams?
What Chris said, it's actually just a thin, like half-inch or quarter-inch sheet of wood covering a steel beam. So so that's how they do it. But I have a funny story about Main Street though, because Chris said something funny about some of the buildings don't look real, like or made of real wood or whatever. But there's a funny story because all of the wooden gables and all the carpentry work that they did on Main Street for the outside of the buildings was all done originally in wood in 1955. And over the course of the years, they never changed it. It was all still made of wood. However, over the years, something would happen to the wood. The wood would get damaged or whatnot. So what they would do is they would fill in the holes or the cracks with wood putty. And there was a story that in 2005, when they decided to completely repaint Main Street for the 50th anniversary, they had sanded down all the coats of paint and they saw that like all of the wood features of Main Street were like 85% wood putty, and the rest was like the original wood. So they had to like rebuild like almost all of Main Street's wood features with brand new wood.
What is wood putty?
Wood putty is something that carpenters use when they're refurbishing like an original wood piece that's usually very old. They never use it for anything new. You'll never find it used on anything new. But if it's like an old wood furniture piece or something, and it's got a huge crack in it or a hole that you don't want to see, then they'll use this type of putty. It's like almost like Play-Doh, except kind of smearable. It's smeary. If you like, I don't know the word for that. It smears. And so they fill the cracks or the holes with this like whitish putty. They let it dry until it hardens, and then they paint over it.
Interesting. I had never heard the term wood putty ever.
Yeah.
Up until just now. Did Chris tried to say something, but did you have anything that you would like to add?
What did I say? Did I try? I forgot already.
Oh, never mind.
I don't remember. I was just listening to Alex. Okay.
Yeah, no, it's really cool because when I worked in Frontierland at Riverbell Terrace, there's these doors to this restaurant that, well, it used to be a restaurant. It was called Don DeFore's what was it? Silver Banjo Barbecue. And they still have the original entrance doors for that restaurant. However, one time I saw them repainting it, and they sanded it down, and literally the bottom of the doors, which always get damaged because people kick them or whatever, literally all of it was wood putty. You could tell when they sanded it down, like there were only little shards of wood, and then the rest was all just like fake hardened putty that they filled the cracks and the holes with to make it look like it was a squared off door. It was really funny.
I still can't get over wood putty. That's such a weird combination of like words. Okay. Anyways.
You'll be surprised what kind of weird words there are in a dictionary.
Like crunch shekels.
No, like defenestration.
Wait, what? Like what?
Defenestration. It's my favorite word.
What does that
mean? My English teacher taught me that. Take a guess. I'll give you 3 guesses.
A defenestration?
It's the best word. Just give you 3 guesses. You and Alex, before Alex goes.
Oh my god.
3 guesses.
Okay.
Say the word again.
Defenestration. It sounds like something, but it's not that.
Defenestration. Okay. I'm gonna guess it's...
And chat, don't say it, okay? Please don't say it, chat. Thank you.
I'm gonna block off the chat. Okay. Defenestration is eating beans. That's what it means.
Oh, it is not eating beans. What the heck?
Alex, what do you think that word means?
Okay, I'm just gonna totally like do like a shot in the dark because I don't even know. But the beginning of the word definis kind of reminds me of definition. So I'm gonna say that defenestration is like when you define the meaning of a word. I'm just gonna say that. No.
Was he close?
Okay.
No, you guys are not close at all.
Okay.
No. Yeah. Okay. You want to know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of throwing something or someone out the window.
What?
What?
Use it in a
it's
sentence.
The act of throwing something. I like to defenestrate water out my door. I like to defenestrate water.
What? Okay. Defenestration.
Like basically the word was created when there was like I think there was like a certain meeting, and they got pissed off in the meeting and they started throwing people out the window, and one of the guys there was named like Stration, so they named it defenestration.
The guy's name was Stration.
I think,
Are you sure his name wasn't Defenis?
This is a formal
maybe that was it. Maybe that was it.
Okay.
Oh, he's right.
Do you want to hear the remaining one?
Yes.
This is an informal term, the action of dismissing someone from a position of power or authority.
Okay, well that's, I guess, like the old... Okay.
I
thought he was just making it up.
Yeah. No.
Why does your Siri have a British accent?
That's true. I don't know. I tried to download the others, like English version of Siri, but I couldn't because I was on my cellular data, and I guess I just forgot to download
No,
the English
Matt's trying to cover
one.
up. He's secretly part of M6. No, he's trying to cover up now.
Shh. It's okay. They don't have to know. Anyways.
Hey, I have an idea.
Yes.
Let's get back to the podcast.
Yes,
Yeah, thank you.
that is a great idea. Hey there, Mountaineers. Hope you enjoyed this short excerpt from the recent podcast, and if you did, be sure to check out the full episode. The link will be in the description.